It seems like every time a Republican member of Congress has tried to hold a town hall recently, large groups of people who are extremely anti-Trump, anti-Elon Musk, or extremely pro-Ukraine have shown up just to scream at them and boo the Republican. This has been happening even more in deep red districts around the country, which begs the question, are these left-wing radicals actually constituents of these members? And according to Chuck Schumer, they might not create a false impression. In other words, they're kind of like cheap fake videos, to quote the legacy media mob. Oh, and all the judges that have been blocking every part of Donald Trump's agenda, the agenda that he promised to fulfill as president if you elected him, these unelected judges, well, Schumer says that's all part of the plan. Take a look.
We have people going to the Republican districts and going after these Republicans who are voting for this control of Trump last year on the bench, and they are ruling against Trump time after time after time.
All right, so what can Republicans do to stop this? Missouri Senator Josh Hawley has an idea. He plans to introduce legislation to eliminate nationwide injunctions like the ones countless judges have been using against Donald Trump. Earlier tonight, the president offered his support for the idea, writing on Truth Social, quote, "Stop nationwide injunctions now." Senator Josh.
Can, Sean, and we need to do it. Listen, right now, Donald Trump is subject to 15 separate nationwide injunctions, blocking his ability to remove trans individuals from the military, blocking his ability to cut off federal funding for hospitals that perform trans surgeries on minors, blocking his ability to clean up USAID and get rid of all the corruption. This is ridiculous stuff, Sean. Congress has authority over these lower courts. We ought to pass a law immediately, and I'm going to introduce the law to do it, that will eliminate these nationwide injunctions and stop this abuse. Sean, but I do know the answer to this. What these courts are doing, these district courts, is wrong. It is unconstitutional. I want to be real clear. To me, this isn't about Congress taking away power courts currently have. This is about Congress reforming and stopping the abuse. These district courts, these are the entry-level federal courts. They do not have the authority to go out and to say, Mr. President, you can't do this. We're going to bind. We don't. In Trump's first term, there were 64 national injunctions issued against him. 64. In Obama's entire term, only 12. So you can see where this is going. We've got to put a stop to it.
You know, I've been on talk radio for 35 years, and Rush used to refer to callers that were set up calls that had an agenda, that had talking points given to them as seminar callers. That's how he would refer to them. And we see the same thing now emerging at these town halls. Clearly, you know, I've been on talk radio for 35 years, and Rush used to refer to callers that were set up calls that had an agenda, that had talking points given to them as seminar callers. That's how he would refer to them. And we see the same thing now emerging at these town halls. Clearly, Chuck Schumer and other leaders, they're sending people to town halls of elected Republicans to create a false impression that the American people are not with them on cutting out waste, fraud, and abuse by getting rid of the Tren de Aragua gang and deporting people that didn't respect our laws, border, and sovereignty, those people that want the budget to be in balance, those people that want law and order, those people that want energy dominance, those people that support the president. And now they're going to go crazy over the fact that the Department of Education is gone. That's what the American people voted for, Senator. What advice do you have your fellow senators and congressmen when these people show up? Do you have your fellow senators and congressmen when these people show up?
Well, I would just say, listen, recognize these are AstroTurf folks, and Chuck Schumer said the quiet part out loud. They are sending people into these districts. Sean, let's face it, the Democrat Party these days, they're not really a political party anymore. They're just a theater troupe that is funded by George Soros. And that's what we're seeing, theater actors who are showing up at these meetings, pretending to be constituents. They're not. We're not going to fall for it. We're going to deliver for the American people.
And if there is violence, you can blame the likes of Chucky Schumer, who's desperately clinging to power because his position with the radical left is not very strong right now. So he wants to seem the most radical. Senator Hawley, always great to have you, sir. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate it.